Well, I grew up on a dairy farm down the road from this one. It was something I always wanted to do. We were always looking for a dairy farm. It just took us a little while to find the right fit. My wife and I, we purchased Misty Hills Dairy Farm last July. We're milking around 70 head. We have about 350 tillable acres of mostly haylage.
We own about 200 acres of wooded land. There is a double 6 parlor in our current milking barn. It's a freestyle barn. We're happy with, the cows are happy. We raise our 5 children on this farm and we're pretty proud of that.
I don't know if you're ever ready to buy your own farm. We were at an age, my wife and I, that we had to make a decision whether or not if we were going to do it was the right time.
I did take exploring the new farm dream through the Department of Agriculture. That kind of paired me a little bit in what I was to expect and what I was getting myself into. The more I learned, the more I was more eager to take on this challenge. The one thing that surprised me from somebody who didn't grow up on a farm was the amount of work. There are Sundays, it's just not a day off. You really do have to be a jack of all trades. You have to be an electrician, you have to be a plumber, you have to be an accountant, you have to be a manager. It's not saying you have to master any of them, but you just have to have knowledge in all.
We were looking for a farm in the local area. We wanted something at least 50 cow milking herd. Being beside my brother's farm, it provides with a lot of opportunity to share equipment, which we are doing with their cropping, share labor.
When we looked at this farm, we knew it was an older farmhouse. That's what we expected, and that was completely fine with us. The one challenge that we did find was one bathroom with 5 children, but the challenge turned out to be absolutely fine.
To buy a farm, you need to find the right seller. At the end of the day, a dairy farm will only cash flow so much. It won't cash flow the total value of all its assets. You need to find somebody that will realize that and wants to see the farm going.
We looked in several locations, the one being out of province and others in province. We wanted an area where the kids could remain if they chose, and there was a lot of upkeep, a lot of repairs, and we just didn't feel it was suited for us. We heard through the grapevine, the previous owner, that he may be interested in selling. So with that, Brad was comfortable enough to approach him, and it took Duncan a little while to think about it. It wasn't an overnight decision. He decided that, maybe we were the right fit for him and to purchase the farm.
We were happy with the buildings. The buildings were sound. The original barn here was built in the 1940s. The addition on it was built in the mid-90s. Parlor was put in late 90s.
We have 2 shops, which every farm needs because of all the maintenance and equipment repairs.
Upkeep was very well on the farm. We haven't found any issues with the farm. The cows are in good health.
The kids love it. They have all kinds of room to run. We're far back enough from the road that we don't have to worry about traffic.
The size of the farm, the more quota you have, the easier it is to cash flow an operation of this size. At 70 cows, we're still where your labor can be kept to a minimal. Myself, I can do most of the work with one part-time person. That was really appealing to us. Dairy farming is providing a good living for my wife and I, enabling us to stay in Nova Scotia rather than traveling away to work. The vision for the farm is to expand it to a point where my children, if they're interested, there'll be room for them to come home and farm.
We give them the opportunity to take part. We do let them feed calves, give water, help during milking. We encourage it. We don't shy them away from the barns whatsoever. I love it. I love the lifestyle. I think it's a great opportunity. I think it's great for kids. We have 5 children and I couldn't be more happier raising our children on a farm.
I'm very happy with my decision. I I haven't regretted it a minute since I've made the decision to leave the oil industry and to come home. It's much more relaxing. I love what I do. I love coming to the barn every morning. It's a great way to make a living. It's a great way to raise a family.